Hello everyone, Fumi Make. If you are meeting me for the first time, I film about faith, family, motherhood, and all the good stuff in between. And to my old subscribers, you guys are the best. Thank you for coming over and over and over and over again. So I got some feedbacks from the last video. I'm glad you guys watched it. I'm glad you guys liked it. Yeah, I got some feedbacks here and there, and some glad is my heart. You know, when someone said, "Oh, this is the first time I'm hearing this. I need to do research about breastfeeding. I'm doing a couple of months." I'm like, "Oh, thank God." If this video is for one person, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. And one person is enlightened, one person is educated. I'm so excited. And I know she's not the only one. We have a lot of people out there who could not have reached out to me, but they're like, "Oh, thank you for this video. Thank you so much for watching also." So today's video, I promised you guys that I'm going to tell you how you can boost your supply, because that is where the problem comes in. You know, when people say, "Oh, my baby is not getting enough, I'm not producing enough." I know there are so many issues that comes with breastfeeding, but this is one of the major issues that comes with breastfeeding, like low supply. How do I boost my supply? But I think I'm not lactating enough. I think I have issues with lactation. We are going to deal with all those in this video. Like I said in the other video, I'm not a medical practitioner, okay? I'll be sharing based on my experience as a mom and some research that I did. All right. Yeah, someone reached out to me and said, "Oh, I don't think it's everybody that can breastfeed." Yes, that is totally fine. I'll be so insensitive not to acknowledge the fact that there are some women who have medical conditions that won't avail them the opportunity to do what? To breastfeed, and it's totally fine. Okay, we have to put priority on the mother first. All right, okay, so that is settled. There is medical condition and that won't allow them to breastfeed. Yes, and there's some set of people that no matter what they do, they can breastfeed. Yes, and it's totally fine. Okay, so having said that, can we just jump right into the main gist of today, how you can boost your supply? All right, because when you have enough, when it's just everywhere, and your baby is well fed, I believe you will want to do breastfeeding over and over again. I have my book here, all right, because I don't want to miss anything out of the gist. So if you see me look down, just know that I'm just trying to catch up some points. Okay, so let's start from here. Breastfeeding, the first thing I would say is that breastfeeding requires determination. Yeah, you have to be determined. You have to be determined to do it, because not everybody has the nerves to pull through the stress of breastfeeding. So you have to make up your mind that this is what I want to do, and this is what my results will be. You understand? After you've made up your mind that, okay, this is what I want to do, you have to support yourself. You have to surround yourself, you have to surround yourself with people that can support you. Your husband, you guys must be on the same page, okay? It's not that you're saying another thing and your husband is saying another thing, because it's going to get low sometimes, and you need someone to support you. You need someone to encourage you, because hey, it can get so crazy sometimes. You need someone to say, "Oh, you're doing well." All right, not someone that will say, I told you, my parents didn't breastfeed, my parents didn't do exclusive, so what are you saying? Give this child formula. No, you have to get people, and even get people around you to support your vision. All right, people that can encourage you. Okay, having said that, determination first, then this one is very jamming. Is the main cross, is the main thing, is the main cross of this matter. Okay, that number two thing is there is a window of opportunity. I bet if you've heard this before, there is a window of opportunity that is open, and that is between the first and the third week after delivery. Well, let's say after a month, let's say just the first month after delivery, that you can leverage on, and if it can take advantage of that period, I tell you, breastfeeding will be made easy for you. You understand? So let me explain this. When after delivery, the placenta discharges away from the body. And when the placenta discharges away from the body, the pregnancy hormone, which is estrogen and the progesterone drops. Like it drops, and when it drops, it gives the prolactin. I think prolactin, I think so, yeah. Prolactin the opportunity to do what? To perform. And the guy is happy. He's like, oh, this is my time. Placenta has been rubbing my shine, okay? Estrogen, the pregnancy woman has been rubbing my shine. This is the time for me to come, and he's excited. The guy is excited. Yeah, let's stop producing. You understand the prolactin? The prolactin. Am I get, yeah, the prolactin. The prolactin is high, is active, is ready to function at that time. And also after delivery, the oxytocin too, yes, they call it the happy hormone. The oxytocin too starts producing. You understand? And when does it happen? This is the time. This is the time you need to leverage on, because it's sending signal to the brain, we are here, we are ready, okay? And this is the best time to establish your milk supply. Yes, I know those times are crazy. These are the times that, oh, maybe you're just recuperating and everything is just doing bass balls. you, like you don't even understand yourself, especially if you actually get back to cesarean section. You know the pain is still there and you're still trying to get yourself. Yes, I know, but this is the time for you to do what? To leverage on those window, to leverage on this opportunity, and to do what? And to establish your milk supply. You see that first, second, third week, don't ever joke with it. Serious, don't ever joke with it. Take it serious, okay? And what are the things that you will do during this period that will increase your chances of lactation? Number one thing is you have to do the what do we call it? Skin to skin. Yes, you have to do skin to skin. You know they do it a lot. You know, after vaginal birth, most times they bring the child to you, and when we say skin to skin, that means bare skin, the mother bare skin, the son or the child bare skin, and you put it together. What this does is that it releases, you know, it's like you are pouring affection. You guys are bonding, and when you're doing this, the happy hormone, the oxytocin too, is being released into the body. You understand? And after you do that, try, and if you are a CS man, I know that you won't have access to your baby maybe until 24 hours, depending on the hospital you're registered. You can ask for your baby after 24 hours and make sure you do that, okay? Practice, do the skin to skin. Yes, do practice the skin to skin. Do it like, just do it. Just enjoy the moment, okay? And while you're doing that, the oxytocin is being produced, okay? Another thing is that you have to put your baby to nurse. Yes, you have to put your baby to nurse. You have to allow your baby to suck. I know it's going to be a trying time, yes, but you have to do it. The baby needs to nurse. Yes, there were a lot of problems, you know, for doing my own. I had inverted nipples. My nipple went inside, you know, because even before delivery, I've started massaging. I massaged my breast, you understand? I started cleaning it. I was ready, you know, but immediately after delivery, my nipples went inside, so it was a tug of war. It was a tug of war. My baby could not suck anything, could not find the nipples. The nipples was inside, you know. There's so many things I don't know. I'm thinking I should dedicate this August for this breastfeeding thing. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section, because I realize that there's still so many things we can still talk about, you know. The common problems associated with breastfeeding, what you can do, the way out of it, okay? I'm thinking also about your breastfeeding essentials, things that you must buy when you're buying your hospital things, your baby things, those things that are key to breastfeeding. I'm thinking I should share. Then I think I should do a section on pumping. You understand? Let me know in the comment section if you actually want this video, okay? Because I don't, you know, I do a lot of things on this channel. I talk about faith, family, motherhood, but I don't want the people that are I hear because of faith feel abandoned or something, you understand? But let me know in the comment section if you actually want the video. I will do it. If I can just get 2 persons to say hi, we want this video, I will definitely do it for them. Promise, promise, promise. All right, so like I was saying, you have to put your baby to breast as soon as possible, because when the baby begins to nurse, it sends signals to the brain that the baby is here, it's time for you to start producing. Do you get? So you have to put your baby to nurse, to suck, almost immediately, as soon as possible. Yeah, not every woman will produce milk immediately. I didn't produce milk until 3 days, or yes, 3 days after delivery. And some other women too out there that didn't produce milk immediately. So if you put your baby to breast and nothing is coming out, and the baby is now getting frustrated, like, I need food, I need food. I've been here for the past 5 hours, 10 hours, 24 hours, and nothing is coming out. I need food. Please give formula. Yes, I'm saying it again. Give formula. Don't allow your baby to die. Please, please. Give formula to the child. Don't say, no, it must be exclusive breastfeeding. I must do this thing. Auntie Fumi said I must. She said I must be determined. Give your child formula. You understand? Your bottle, especially when you are starting early. And this is, people talk about nipple confusion and stuff like that. But this is another thing to it, because when you give the child bottle at that early stage, the child will be used to having it easy. Do you think breastfeeding like on the child too is easy, especially when they are just starting out? It's not, because they are doing like this. You yourself try and do like that for 30 minutes, then you know that it's work. It's not play. So now you are now giving the child bottle that he will just gulp within 5 minutes, and and the child is fine. The child will always want the child will not want to be on your breast again, because like, this breast is stressing me. I want to bottle this. The child will just like, this breast is stressing me. I want bottle. Okay, so don't give the bottle early. You can do that later, maybe after like 2 months. You can give bottle at the early stage. Try as much as possible to stay away from bottle. What can you give? What can you use instead? You can use a cup and a spoon. You can even do finger feeding. You can read about that. You can do finger feeding. You can use cup. You can use syringe. Yes, I know some people use syringe, so that the child will still look forward to your breast. Some child will just reject. Yeah, there are some baby like that. They will just reject the breast, like they don't want to suck. You understand? Responsible. Don't introduce bottle early. Another thing is, if you are maybe after like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you still want to get bottle, get those ones with the lowest teeth. Those ones that will just be coming out little. Don't get a big teeth that, you understand. Just get the lowest tip, the they call it pre-teen or what. Just get the lowest teeth, okay? So that the baby, or those ones that you yourself will be the one to pierce. Alright, so that you will know how to pierce it. Just little that will be dropping, and the child will enjoy it. Okay, I just want you to know that your baby is the best pumping machine. Okay, if you want to lactate, if you want to boost your supply, you have to learn to put your baby to breast. You have to learn to do that. Okay, and in the developed countries, I know there is something they call the donor milk. Yeah, if I have sex, it's just like the blood bank. Okay, the milk bank too. There is milk bank where I can go and donate my milk, like when I was oversupply, when oversupply they worry me that time, I'll just go to the hospital. But they will have to scrutinize just like they do for blood, you came before they start giving to another person. So there was this day I asked my friend, can you even give your child another person's breast? He was like, ah, no, what is that? I said, ah, you can't give your child another person's breast, but you can take cow milk. And I was like, no, it's not like that. It's not like that. I want to know in the comment section, can you do that? Can you do that cow? Can you do the donor milk? All right. If I have this sex, can I give it to your child? Let me know in the comment section. All right. I want to hear from you. I want to know what you think about it. But in the developed countries, they do it. I don't know if they do it in Nigeria or maybe in the big hospitals, or I don't know, but I know they do it in the developed countries. Okay, I just want you to know that this breastfeeding thing is not do or die. Okay, formula is not a taboo. You understand? I said it earlier on. Formula is not a taboo. It's not wrong. It's an invention that is being made close to breast milk. The only thing is that it doesn't contain antibodies. Okay, but it's not the same as breast milk. It's just made close to breast milk. So if with all these you still can't lactate, or your baby is not getting enough, you have to, I still have more things you can try, you can do, and you can stretch yourself to do those things. Okay, put the baby to breast. All right, then one thing I would say is it's okay for you to allow the baby to stay on the breast for maybe up to 1 hour. You understand? Let the baby suck. And this is it. When your baby sleeps off the breast, put the baby down. And this is where expressing comes in. You know, in my last video, I talked about the foremilk and the hindmilk. Okay, the foremilk is the first milk, that your baby drinks when the baby begins feeding. You understand? And we have the hindmilk that comes last. That one is the one that contains the fats. Okay, so you see the first part. That is what most of baby takes. You know, maybe you put them to breast in 30 minutes, they just get that one, and in the next 10 minutes, they're like, oh, we want more again. But if you want to give your baby everything, you have to learn how to empty your breast. You have to learn how to empty one breast before moving to another. You know, this is where we'll do maybe 10 minutes from the left breast, we'll move over to the right breast. No, don't do that. Learn to empty. You know, when your breast is empty, you will feel it. You yourself will know. It will be flat, like you empty. And one way by which you can empty your breast is by pumping. Okay, what I would call expressing. You pump. Okay, and this is when a lot of people say a lot of things about pumping, and even want me to do a video about pumping, I can come and download for you. You know, I used both manual and electric pump, so I know the best, I know the difference. I can review on that, I can teach you the technique, you know. But let me say something here that let me say that when you start out pumping, all right, it's not going to be easy or work in a park thing. You understand? Because you can pump and you won't see shishi, like you won't get anything. And you can do it over and over for like 2 or 3 days, and you are on maybe 10 meals. That 10 meals self, the baby will just 10 meals is nothing, like just like 2 tablespoons. You understand? So you have to learn to be patient, yes, and you have to learn consistency. You understand? When it comes to pumping, because I remember that time I had to set alarm. I was pumping every 3 hours. So in a day, I was pumping close to 6 to 8 times. Yes. You know, I remember when I started pumping right from the hospital. Yeah, because I told you I had inverted nipples. It was the pump that helped to bring out the nipples. The nurses said they should help me with syringe. I said, no, I have heard that it's painful. I don't want to do it. Please, So my mom went online and it's okay. She went on Google and said, so okay, we can do this. You can pump as little as 10 mils. The baby will take it. Then you can add formula to it. Okay, you add formula, you pump. I was pumping like 26 to 8 times in a day. I was doing that on repeat. It was on repeat. It got to a state that my body, when is maybe I just finished pumping by 12, when it's 3 o'clock, my body would tell me it is time to pump. Like I will feel a breeze, I will feel, I don't know, maybe I'm the only one. Let me know in the comment section if you pump and you felt this way. I'll feel the breeze, I'll feel the cold, some cold type of coldness, like it's time, like I'll feel that it's time to pump. So I got my pump, I start pumping. So it started increasing from 10 to 20. The day I got 16 meals, I was so excited, like, hey, 16, I got my see what I just got 16 meals. And let me tell you something, you see that 10 meals that I said, you can be on it for 25 minutes, 30 minutes, but you have to stretch yourself. You have to really, really stretch yourself. You have to, it's not going to be easy, man, but you can do it. I tell you. I know of someone that breastfed a twin exclusively. So you can do it. So it's not going to be easy, like I said, it's work, but you can do it, you can achieve it if you actually set your mind to do it, okay? So I was talking about pumping, so 25 minutes, maybe 15 meals, and sometimes 45 minutes, 60 meals. But that moment when my supply came in, oh my guy, it was gushing. Seriously, it's like I was a gusher. If there's something like that, I was producing. I was soaking everywhere, everywhere, I was changing sheets like every night because when I sleep, even with my breast pad, the whole bed soak, really, really soak. So I had enough. But it's like you will eat a gusher, but it's not going to come very easy, but you can do it, okay? So, 45 minutes, just 60 minutes, you will keep pumping. And I started with manual pump, like I said. So, the stress, everything, but I was determined because I've watched a lot of YouTube videos. I watched Pumping 101, I've watched a lot, American. You understand? So, you try pumping. Yes, if you want me to do an entire video on pumping, I can. I'll tell you the benefit. Some people are saying one of their challenges is that they can't sleep. They had sleepless nights. Yes, but if you pump, I can tell you it will be reduced. If you're nursing normally, you can wake up like 4 times. You understand? But if you pump, maybe just once or twice. Yeah. So let me know if you want a video on pumping. I'm going to, I still have all my gadgets, all my everything I used. I'll bring them here and I will show you how I did it, okay? So let's get back to the lecture because it's more like a teaching now. So you pump, and like I said, when you eat the gusher, you are fine. Okay. So let's move to the next one. Another thing is water. We can't overemphasize water when it comes to breast milk. Breast milk itself is 80% of water. So what are you saying? And some people say, I drink water. How many liters are you drinking? That you are saying you drink water? Hey, some people take 2 sachets of water. They said, I'm taking water. No. Even when I was pregnant, I think I gave myself 5 to 6 liters a day. And I can take more. I know a friend of mine that was literally taking up to 10 to 12 sachets of water in a day. That's like 6 to 7 or even more than that. You understand? It takes a pack of water within 24 hours. See, you can't take water and not lactate water. You see hey, you have to set timers for water. You have to put water around you. You understand? It's not like throughout the day you're taking 3 times, you're taking a sachet of water 3 times. No, drink water. Anything that can give you water, drink it. Drink water, Gary water, drink it. Yes, drink it. Okay, please. I don't want to overflog this water. Actually, you have to drink water. You have to do. Don't tell me you are taking 2 liters a day. No, go increase it. You can, if the water is not, and let me say this, you can take any form of water, hot water, or cold water, or warm water, or I don't know, river water. You can take any form of water. Sincerely, some people say, "Oh, don't take only hot water." We are in summer, we are in dry season, and you're telling me to take only hot water? No, now, no. Allow the mom, allow the woman to take cold water. There's nothing wrong in that. You can ask from your doctor. There's nothing wrong in that. When you're taking out water in hot weather, you won't enjoy it now, so you'll just take it. But when you're taking a very cold water in a hot weather, oh no, my God, you know how refreshing that can be. You understand? So take water anytime. Water, cold water, take it out. I took cold water from the cold water, ice. During pregnancy, after pregnancy, I still continued with my cold water. Now I don't even take cold water like before again. So any form of water, please take it. Also, some people talked about supplements. Yes, so people talked about fenugreek. I didn't use fenugreek, but you can get it. You can get them. Let them be part of your hospital list. Buy them, okay? Some people swell on them. I don't know, but I didn't use fenugreek. Some people talked about lactation cookies. Yes, I know about lactation cookies. I wanted to get lactation cookies, but I don't know. I think it was during COVID. It was during COVID, yes. So I think maybe transporting delivery issue, so I didn't get lactation cookies, but I got mother's milk. Yeah, my sister in the US sent a pack. Was it a pack or two of mother's milk to me? If I do that video on pumping, I'm going to show you mother's milk, and I think it really did help. Yes, for me it helped because it's just like all this Lipton tea. You drop it in hot water and you take it, and I see the effect, and I actually saw the effect more when I resumed work, and because of stress my milk supply dropped, and that is one thing again. Okay, I'll still get to that. My milk supply dropped, so I had to pick it up again, and I saw the effects. Okay, so mother's milk, what else? Okay, people talk about oatmeal. Yes, oatmeal is great because it's fibers, it's good for you. Some people talk about pap is good. Some people are like, oh, I don't want to take pap, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. But if you can take oatmeal, take oatmeal. If you can take pap contains water. All you just need to do is to add milk to it. Okay, I remember that I was taking pap like water. My mom would not allow me to rest. So I think I did that for like first 2 weeks. And I told you it was about the window. So after every meal, maybe I just finished rice now, my mom will bring pap. It will bring a bowl of pap. She will bring a bowl of pap. She will still add water to that bowl of pap and now give me a 3 cup, a whole full thin milk. There was no way I was going. There was no way I would actually add weight. You understand? So a whole milk, and they told me drink it. Oh my God, just carry like this. I'll be drinking. And I tell you, it really helps. You see. So I'm not saying pap, but if you are a pap person, then go ahead, do pap. Okay, take pap, take it with water, take it with milk. You understand? And see, we can't overemphasize eating well. You have to eat well. Some people are like, oh, I'm watching my weight, I don't want to be fat. See, I need us to know that we have to put priority on some things. You understand? Is it about you or about the child? You understand? You want a very healthy child, then you have to put in the work. You have to sacrifice some things. After 6 months, you can go and do weight loss and you will lose the weight. Okay, but at that time, your baby needs the food you're eating more. Wrong. I was eating like, not but I was eating, I would wake up in the night after pumping and I would be so hungry. Then I would have to drag myself to the kitchen and maybe there's no food at that time, so I just go with curry and milk and I will be okay. My sister in the US said, as his conflicts, she runs to conflicts. You understand? You have to eat well. You have to to supply, to have all your supplies. You have to really really eat well. Okay. Then some people said palm wine. No, no, because palm wine is alcoholic. It's an alcoholic drink, so and you actually pass that. Fine, they said it's work, but science said no. So your baby doesn't need the alcohol. You understand? So you have to run away from anything like that. Okay. Then one thing also, another thing is, I don't know the number I have, but another thing is you have to get uh, enough rest. You have to rest. You say why your milk supply is low is because every now and then you are awake, you are alert. Even though you think you're resting, your brain is not resting. Your brain is thinking about your baby. Your brain is thinking about a lot. So you have to rest. You have to rest. You have to sleep. And one way is, this cliche, sleep when the baby is sleeping, is real. That was what I did. I sleep when my baby is sleeping. Anytime maybe he's sleeping, I just go to bed, mostly in the afternoons, in the afternoons. And during the night, just because I didn't put into breast. I really I don't even, especially the first 6 weeks or first 2 months, I did not put him to breast at night. The only thing I was doing at night was to wake up and pump. When I pump 12, I wake up 3, I pump. By 6, I pump. So by 6, my mom will bring the child to me to nurse. So so because I have enough, I was not interested in starting up my milk so that I'll show it on the gram or something. No, I pumped to an extent that I had to tell my body it is okay. Like I said, the more you pump, the more you put your baby to rest, the more the signal. You see, breastfeeding is a supply and demand thing, or demand and supply thing. When you lay demand on it, it keeps giving, it keeps supplying. But don't put when you don't lay demand on the brain to produce, then the brain feel like, okay, I think this is enough. And that was what I did when I was oversupplying, and I had to calm down and say, it is okay. Okay, you have to get rest, get enough rest, Then the last thing I will be mentioning today is get help. Get help. It's going to save you. You need mom, you're thinking about food, you're thinking about plate, you're thinking about the plate, baby's clothes. Get someone to do that for you. What I need you to do is just to eat, sleep, and nurse your child. Yes, and press food. Okay, and go on Instagram and check other moms. You see, and that is one thing. Get help, get support. I mentioned it the first time. Get support, get help. You see, so you have to get support around you. Okay, then I think that is it. So you have to speak to your pediatrician each time. In the developed countries, I know they have these lactation consultants. So each person has one lactation consultant assigned to her. But it's not so in our country. I don't think Nigeria. I don't think we have up to 20 lactation consultants in the country as we speak. That this is the person that will help you through your breastfeeding journey in the hospital, that will help you, teach you all these things. But we don't have that. There was a time I was actually considering going into this field, like lactation consultancy and stuff like that. But I'm like, I think I even checked. It's a course I can do online, but I think it's like 1.5 million or something. It's quite expensive. I had plans. I don't know. Let me know if my idea is valid. I was thinking, okay, I will train people to go to people's houses. And I realized that someone is actually doing that. You know, maybe you want someone to come and help you after bed, you know, you pay for them, they'll come 1 month, stay with you, guide you through the process, and just fine. Maybe it's a business, maybe it's a business idea for someone, maybe it's a vision, but for me it's not yet a compelling vision. So I don't know if I will go into that, but it's just something, you know, I'm so big on breastfeeding. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I don't know, is it a compelling vision? Let me check my spirit. So guys, I've come to the end of this video. I hope you've learned one thing or the other. You know, if you have any topic, any area any specific you want me to talk about vividly, and let me know in the comment section. Okay, don't shade anybody for not breastfeeding. You don't know what they're going through, you don't know what they've tried. Okay, you know, I don't like people shading people, you know. So please and please ask questions before you throw shades. Okay, so this is that for today. Oh my god, do you know when I'm filming this video? I'm filming this, you'll get this video today because I'm filming this video exactly 12 o'clock. What's the time? I don't have a watch it. I said it, I'm going to show up. And I actually did. So I'm shooting this video today. You're going to get it before 6 p.m. today. I'm going right to edit, to upload. So before 4 a.m. I should be done. That's it, guys. That's how we roll on YouTube. Thank you for joining. I would have preferred that this was a live video, but it's fine. I can't do live now because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. But so subscribe if you want me to be doing live. Subscribe, alright? Subscribe to this channel. Show some love. I love you guys, and for everyone pregnant out there watching this video, I wish you safe delivery. I pray that your baby will come out speedily in the name of Jesus. If you've carried that child in your womb, you will carry the child in your hand in the name of Jesus. You have a healthy child. You yourself will be healthy, no complications in the name of Jesus. And your husband too will be healthy. Alright guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I love you and I call you blessed. Bye. Oh, my husband